There's no need for manners or courtesy or anything today, so let it all hang out.
Alright guys, and welcome back to more Persona 4 Arena, and we're about to thug out with our red capes with the Emperor of the Red Cape Thugs,
This place exists between
Akihiko
dream and reality.
Senada.
It's my turn.
The Emperor of the Red Cape Thugs, that's me. Akihiko. Damn, in the alleyway. He must be in Brooklyn.
Away from home.
Damn, he looks pretty cool. Ever since I left Japan, I've been constantly searching for places to test my strength. Before I knew it, I would round up in the ass end of the globe. As I walk down a dark alley, a dry wind blows. You know what? I don't think Akihiko would have ever said ass. Did he ever cuss other than damn and bastard? But damn. You know what? Never mind. You know what? Screw it. I can see people inside the buildings, but I don't sense any life here. Just because it's quiet doesn't mean that it's anything close to safe, though. Well, it just shows that not everywhere in the world is affluent. I sense a hostile presence from somewhere. I glance around and see two thugs smirking at me with narrowed eyes. Our gazes meet, and those thugs, a seedy-looking large man and a thin man stand before me. What did I just say? I told you we was about to thug with our red capes. It's over.
Yo, bro. Haven't seen your mug around here.
And he sounds like a he sounds like a Mexican thug.
Lucky thing we noticed you. Come on, man, spare us some change. We just need a little, man. We'll double it in no time in that gambling den over there.
You're in my way. Move it.
The thugs are momentarily stunned by my answer, but their shock quickly dissolves into anger.
And we were being friendly. I should have pulled this on you at the start.
Large man warriors produce a facile fusil aid derp of a spittle as he simultaneously whips out what he believes is his trump card. I'm guessing it's a gun. Yeah, I already knew. He waves the muzzle in front of my face in a threatening manner.
Body like that, and you gotta resort to a gun? Pathetic.
Ooh.
To begin with, do I really look like I carry that much money on me?
Ain't you Japanese? Most Asians stupid enough to come waltzing around here are loaded. Come on, give me everything you got, or it's gonna be your brains on the floor.
The large man is quite short-tempered. I wonder if his mood swings are due to a lack of calcium in his diet. I guess you really don't get to choose what you eat when you live in a place like this. A large man apparently realizes that he can simply take my cash when I'm dead, and his fat finger squeezes the trigger before I can reply. A gunshot rings out and sends a shockwave through the alley's dry air.
Son of a bitch!
Large man stands stupefied. He recollects himself and throws a few more rounds my way.
What the? What kind of hit him?
He must be bobbing and weaving. because I'm dodging his shots, not the bullets. They're obviously move faster than the human body, but as soon as he points it at him, he probably changes his direction. When a slow man uses a gun, the problem is that he has to point the gun where he wants to send the bullets, and I can see him doing that. I'm just reading his gun's movement and getting out of the way. Yep, it's that simple. I bet he thinks there's something wrong with the gun or that he's not aiming well. Some people. I think he's the embodiment of the phase. A big head and a little wit. Damn. He never realizes what's happening. He shot more than... How much does a gun have in its clip? Isn't it usually like 7 shots or something? I don't know. I dodge his hella bullets and quickly close the distance to my attempted murderer. I get a good look on his face and his face contorting in fear.
Checkmate.
Ooh. I strike once, burying my fist into his porcine gut. The massive impact lifts a huge cloud of dust and the man doesn't stir from his place on the ground.
You should be more careful who you pick your fights with.
Bastard!
The thin man pulls something from his pocket and I hear the loud click of his sword blade being unfolded. He drops into a crouch, coiled and ready to strike.
At least you know the basics. I gotta hand it to you for not abandoning your pal.
Sheesh. I didn't come on a journey to waste my time getting into scraps that don't even rate as a good warm-up. Damn. Although, honestly, pretty much all that I had encountered so far in my training was a continuous morass of tedious quarrels. Now, up ahead, huh? I noticed the dust from the fat man's landing has gotten on my cape, and I brush it off. Gotta brush your shoulders off.
Damn, that was impressive stuff.
The bartender.
What a fight! And against a man with a gun? Are you a ninja or something?
Pretty close to it. He's Asian.
That's not important. Where are the police? I'd have thought all the gunfire would catch their attention.
The bartender responds to my bewilderment by laughing in an even more dumbfounded manner and shrugging. I knew we was gonna see dumbfounded once again in someone else's story mode. We didn't see it in Kanji because of course he doesn't have the educated wits to understand what dumbfounded is, but dumbfounded, man, is in almost every other person's story mode. But okay, I'm done talking about it.
Things like that happen all the time. The only authority here is the cartel.
Damn, the cartel, huh?
Everyone who's not connected dies in poverty. That's been how it works for over 50 years.
I see.
Those who are not connected. Upon hearing that, a bitter feeling wells up inside me. Everything in this world relies on connections, and connections are just another form of power. People say that's what's most important can't be obtained by power, but I figured that means the other 99.9% of everything is simply a matter of power. That includes one's lifespan. And at times, the lifespan of those close to you as well.
Hey, why not stop in for a drink? It's on the house. Seeing what you did made my day.
The bartender's cheerful voice snaps me out of my ruminations. What?
Are you sure? The cartel you mentioned might not like that.
Hey, I'll get off easy compared to you. All I did was offer you a drink, not beat the hell out of their goons.
They drinks,
You
huh?
have the good stuff in stock?
Oh, the good stuff. Akihiko drinks now.
It's hard to obtain that certain something around here. I haven't had any for a couple days now. Actually, I'm starting to go into withdrawal.
You know what? I think he's talking about the protein shakes.
What is it you're talking about, mister? Listen, I run a clean bar.
Protein. I need a double shot of protein.
Huh? Pro?
Make it quick. It's only half as effective 30 minutes after I've burned some calories.
Sorry, I don't know that brand. Is that some kind of sake?
No. It's alright if you don't have it.
She's what am I thinking? You never know unless you try, but it was pretty stupid of me to expect that a bartender in the dive bar like this would have a protein drink. Shake my head and collect myself. You know what? Akihiko, I know the perfect drink for you. Sobe! So good. Alright, enough advertisement. When I finally return to Japan, I have all the protein my muscle fibers are crying out for. It sounds great just thinking about it. Mountains of protein as far as the eye can see. But my daydreams of what a world of infinite protein would be like are interrupted. I take out my cell phone and see that I received an email. The first thing, the icon that tells me that international roaming service is in effect. Second is the name Kirijo. And the last is the word urgent.
Looks like opportunity's knocking sooner than I expected.
I can't hide my smirk. The fact that the message is urgent means that I'm being summoned for a
Fine
mission.
with me. I haven't found any opponents worth my time here anyway.
Plus, the training journey I was on was preparation for these missions. It was my way of showing that I would be suited for taking on these long, special missions professionally. It seems that either my plan is working or that this is fate telling me that the time to display my results have come. Oh, look at the golden sky. It looks so nice.
I can't wait to see what kind of challenge there is in store for me now.
Looks like California with the damn golden sky. I imagine what this unknown enemy could be and thrust my left fist proudly towards the foreign winds. It looks like he's in San Bernardino, California. Alright, time to stop teasing people and where they live. Anyway, early morning, May 3rd, Japan. He's in the airport. After a flight that took over half a day, I arrive in Japan. Every time I fly, it always strikes me how cramped the seats are and how boring long flights are. Considering that we've been placed in a hypoxic environment, I don't even know what that means. It's a waste not to equip the seats with peg decks or give us access to some cardio equipment.
Good morning. It's May 3rd, Constitution Memorial Day. Our top story today is an update on the hijacking 2 days ago. 5 men attempted a daring hijacking of a domestic airline, the first such incident in Japan in the 21st century. Police began their official interrogation of the arrested suspects this morning. But all depositions have been vague so far, with suspects complaining of muddled memories. Psychiatric exams are being considered.
That must be the incident she mentioned in her email.
2 days ago in Japan, a jumbo jet bound for Kagoshima was hijacked. Yes, we know this. We just seen Aigis' story. My mission is to retrieve the cargo from whoever wanted it so badly. This isn't a situation that can be just left to ordinary policemen. This cargo is extremely dangerous and the retrieval has to be done discreetly due to its sensitive nature, because I'm Akihiko and I sound like this, don't I? My cell phone immediately begins ringing, as if the caller was watching me the entire time. The name Mitsuru Kirijo appears on the sub-display. Akihiko. Because I'm Akihiko,
It's
the
me.
Dark Knight.
It's been a long time, Akihiko. I'm sorry to call you back on such short notice.
Don't worry about it. I was at a good stopping point.
Mitsuru has... You know, it's funny, he did have his hood when he was in the airport. Mitsuru was actually talking about it in Aigis' story. She was talking about, did you really dress like that when you got to the airport too? I have a feeling that the only reason we were able to pull through such an ordeal was that we helped each other back then.
So, who's our next enemy?
I love how they don't try to spoil what happened in between the games. That's pretty cool.
Don't be so impatient. You received the brief I sent you, right? What I didn't say directly in it is that the stolen cargo was from Ergo Research.
Ergo.
I figured it would be Kirijo group related, with you having to call me back.
Most ordinary people in Japan would have at least heard of the name Kirijo. The Kirijo group. A large... I don't know that word. One of the few within Japan that can boast a large market share overseas. Their influence is so ever-present that they touch many aspects of typical citizens' daily life. Mitsu is a part of that organization. In fact, she is the only daughter of his founding family.
What was inside this cargo?
The 5th generation anti-shadow suppression weapon, Lapras.
An anti-shadow weapon? Does that mean...
Yes, she's one of Aigis' sister units. She was sealed at the time of the robbery, but we think it's very likely that she's been activated by now.
Which means there's a good chance there'll be a fight. Alright. Yeah, this would be too much for the normal authorities. Sounds like it'll be right up my alley.
Oh yeah. man who ran the group 2 generations ago, Kotsu Kirijo. He was the founder of the group and also Mitsu's grandfather. If you want to know the full story, I highly recommend you go check out Sirlionhart's full playthrough of Persona 3 Portable. It may not be the finished game, but it's also getting the story done. Oh, cool! Look at that. It shows actually it shows some of the clips from the game. Well, they show some of the clips from Persona 4 too, so I don't even know what I'm talking about. But anyway, like I said, go check out that playthrough if you want to know the full story on that.
But I'd be more reassured with you there. We have a general idea of where it was taken. The Inaba area, where there were reports of suspected shadow activity last year.
Okay, I'll meet up with you at the actual location.
Are you heading directly there? You never change. Let me know if you need anything and I'll make the arrangements.
Yeah, big money.
Protein, that's all.
What? No, it's better I don't ask. I'll send you the precise location later. Sorry to call when you've just returned from a trip, but I'm relying on your assistance.
You went to a lot of trouble to create the Shadow Operatives. I won't do anything to tarnish the name. I'll see you there.
Big Money Kirijo. The Shadow Operatives. That's the organization I'm part of. We're a joint task force comprised of the Kirijo group and the police. I'm pretty sure that's Junpei with the hat, and then right behind, like right to the left of Junpei is Yukari. Because it looks too much like Yukari. She has a skirt on, the hairdo. And then that dude to the left or to the right of Mitsuru actually looks like some dude from Persona 1 or 2. That hairdo kind of looks very familiar. I never played 1 or 2, but his character, from the hair at least, he looks like one of the character designs from one of those games. Shadows can only be defeated by Persona users. Mitsuru, myself, and many of the members belonging to the Shadow Operatives. I have an email from Mitsuru giving me the details of the meeting location. As usual, she has thoroughly planned this out.
Inaba, huh?
A smile appears on my face. An opportunity to use all the skills and strength I've been honing. I will commit every fiber of my being to fulfill the duty I've been given. I couldn't ask for more. Cause I'm Akihiko. I'm also the voice actor for Gata. I'm also the voice actor of, what's his name? The dude with the claws. But you know what? Whatever. I think we have time for another scene. Yes, we do. So let's go ahead and continue this a little bit more. Not with the claws, but the fist. Ashura's Wrath. Yeah, Ashura. That's his name. The same day afternoon. I arrived in Inaba earlier than I planned. There's a lot of time to kill before I need to go at the meeting. In order to get a feel for the town and what's going on, I decided to walk around a bit. From the looks of it, it's an ordinary countryside town. I can't believe that people think a level 4 shadow-related case occurred here last year. As far as I can tell, there's nothing seems to be any disturbance going on right now. I'm pretty sure I fucked up that last sentence, but look, it's my head. It looks like that unit named Labyrinth isn't running amok here either. As soon as I stray from the main street a bit, it's mountains and fields as far as the eye can see. It's him describing the scenery. I wait for evening to come while I explore as much of the town as I can.
It's almost time.
A cape flutters in the wind as I shadow box and jog to the meeting area. An intersection on the outskirts of the town we call its shopping district. Meeting up in a rural Scooby-Doo area like this is a bit of a tricky situation. I know how to say it, but whenever I say it, it doesn't come out right. Hopefully we can quickly join up and be on our way to that. Excuse me, I had a yawn. Hopefully we'll be on our way. We don't need to read it. I scanned through it and it's not important.
Something happened? I doubt she'd run into any trouble she couldn't handle, though.
Could it be that I'm at the wrong place? The illegal dump. We can take a dump. Taking dumps at the illegal dump. Yeah. Taking dumps
Of
at
course.
the illegal dump.
They'd stand out no matter where they were, so they could only park here.
Two of my friends are standing by their limousine. A woman decked out in a fur coat and a mechanical girl is Mitsuru and Aigus. Why is she in that fur coat, man? Right before I call out to them, Aigus does something bizarre. She extends her right arm and touches the TV screen in front of her, and... Aigus' hand is passing through the screen. Her still fingers aren't just breaking the TV screen, they're definitely going inside.
It's the same as mine. It's hard to say definitively since this is my first encounter with it, but I believe this reading is from a personality module.
Does that mean our retrieval target is inside the TV?
I don't understand how or why, but it seems the people can enter the TV. If that's the case, it would be a perfect place to hide stolen cargo.
Huh. Sounds like fun.
The two of them look up surprised.
Is that Akihiko?
I leap off the mountain of trash and land in front of them.
You didn't show up at the rendezvous point, so I went looking and found you here. This whole TV thing is pretty interesting.
Akihiko, what on earth are you wearing? Just what were you doing overseas?
Didn't I tell you that I was on a training expedition?
He's got a lot of damn scars to prove that.
Don't tell me you came here from the airport like that. Does the concept of keeping a low profile mean nothing to you?
I take a glance at Mitsuru and I can tell that she's summoning up her coldest stare. The clothing allows me to have much better mobility, but I don't think Mitsuru is going to listen to my explanation.
Mitsuru-san, I believe we have lost the right to complain about that.
Glancing at Mitsuru's clothing once again, I couldn't help but sigh. Since Aigus had already voiced what I wanted to say, I decided not to make a comeback. Mitsuru simply shakes her head and sighs back at me. SMH!
Anyway...
I love the music. Aigus' sister unit Labris. She's apparently inside a TV sitting in an obscure part of a countryside town.
We can get inside from that TV, right? What are we waiting for?
Let's do it.
Still the same Akihiko. We don't know the situation inside yet, and we'll need a secure means of getting out.
So what? If we want to get this Labris back, someone has to go inside, right?
Well, that's...
Mitsuru's at a loss of words. I know that I'm voicing my opinion more forcefully than she's used to, but it's what I have to do. I know Mitsuru well enough to know when she needs someone to prod her into action. Wanting to exert control over every situation is a commendable trait, but in certain situations, waiting doesn't allow you to seize any more control. And it also gives your opponent more time to prepare.
Our target hijacked a plane to throw her into a TV in this town. If we sit on our hands, it's possible we'll be put in serious danger.
I'll lock eyes with Mitsuru and take a step towards her.
We're different from how we used to be. We made the choice to fight shadows as professionals. That's why I traveled around, and now that something's actually come up, we agreed to do this.
Yeah, we've seen this already. 3 years ago, I had said that it was my duty to help in the fight, but looking back on it now, I know that a lot of it was just for kicks. Seeing myself definitely become much stronger and experiencing all the personal growth was incredible. Becoming stronger felt like it would satisfy some deep desire within me. And if I died giving my all against a really powerful opponent, I didn't really mind the thought of going out like that either. I was honestly fighting for myself more than anything else. But now something has changed. Power to protect others.
All right. Wait right here. I need to go make a phone call first.
Who you calling?
Okay, but make it quick.
She's trying to call Naru Ishigaki.
My fists are ready for action.
Excitement wells up within me as a reaction to the new sensation I feel from my fingertips. The calling. Who is she calling? Who is she calling, though? We'll find out in her story. Alright, so now what I'll do, save the game here, take a short break, and then next time when we come back, we will continue with Akihiko's story mode. And we will begin thugging in the Grand Prix with our red capes. So we'll see you guys later.